It's Jaznichelle, and welcome back to another video where family is always over everything. And if you haven't joined the film yet, you're going to be missing out every single time. So let's get started. Welcome back. So guys, I've been trying to make this video for the past couple of months. I've been trying to make this video, and I'm not gonna lie, I've just been in a emotional funk lately, and there's just been a lot going on, a lot that I have to tell you. I'm so sorry that I have not been here, but I'm here. So thank you guys for continuing to watch my videos. Thank y'all for liking and commenting and sharing and still joining the fam. I appreciate it. But now let's get started. So if you guys haven't noticed by now, you should have, but if you haven't, that's fine. These past couple of videos that I've been making, you know, I've had a little something going on, and it happened earlier this summer. And if you don't follow me on social media, you probably know, but I mean, if you don't follow me on social media, then you don't know. But if you do, thank you. But yeah, so I got some really exciting news, and I'm engaged, y'all. Do y'all see it? Do y'all see her? Do y'all see her? Do y'all see her? This year I did a really good job. But yes guys, it's my hand. I'm engaged. I've been engaged for a couple of months now. Actually, I've been engaged since July 12th. If you guys don't know, July 12th is my birthday. And the crazy part was that day I did want to film. I did. I had my camera ready and everything. The only thing is, for one, I didn't have storage, which is literally what I struggle with on a day-to-day basis making videos. I feel like if I had the camera, the storage, I feel like videos be coming out like this, but I don't. And I have to, you know, make it work. So yeah, huge life update. I am engaged, and it feels good to be engaged. It's just been a lot going on with this whole wedding process, but we're gonna get there because I am going to do a wedding series. And that's why I've been wanting to make this video, because I'm like, I can't really post anything else regarding this wedding planning series if I haven't posted the fact that I'm engaged. So yes, I am engaged. He proposed me on July 12th, like I mentioned. I do have the video to show you guys if you guys do want to see that. I'm pretty sure you guys do. I'll show like little clips here and there, but basically I'm gonna just tell you guys the story on how I got proposed to, because that that day was crazy. It started on July 12th, obviously, my birthday. I didn't really have any plans for my birthday. Like my birthday, I just wanted to go to the zoo and I wanted to go skating. So I live in Michigan. There's not really much well, there's stuff to do in Michigan, but I didn't want to go to the Detroit Zoo. That was first and foremost. Wasn't going there, but I might as well have. But anyways, we'll get there. So I wanted to go to the Toledo Zoo because that's supposed to be the nicer zoo. And that's the only zoo that I really have good memories from that I like. So wanted to go to the zoo, and then at the end of the week, after my birthday, I wanted to go skating downtown. So in Detroit, they have a place, an area called Midway. I believe that's what it's called, Motown Midway, something like that. And you know, they have a skating rink, you can play basketball, they have like all different sorts of activities that you can do. If you live in Michigan, go ahead and check it out. If you haven't, you know, it'll be around next year. So the day I literally had everything planned, we were gonna go to the zoo. So went to the zoo, started off horrible. So we bought tickets online ahead of time, and so it's about maybe like an hour and 30 minutes, maybe like just an hour where I live. And so we went to the zoo. It was a hot day. It was very hot. It was very muggy. It was raining, and I was kind of upset about that because I'm like, why does it have to rain? Literally the week before, it was so nice, no rain, all sunny vibes, like just perfect. And then my birthday, boom, just rain. But anyway, so still trying to enjoy my day. And we get to the zoo. We had to pay for parking ahead of time, for one. So we had to pay for parking, which was like an extra $11 just to pay for parking. And the tickets were like $80, $60, $80, something like that. And when we got to the parking lot, literally there was nobody in the parking lot that was like directing traffic, like, oh, like park over here, like park over there, or let me see your parking pass. Like nobody was doing that. So literally the only thing they told us was like, okay, go park. So we're just like, okay. So we finally get in line to, you know, tell them like, hey, like we paid for umpty amounts of tickets or whatever. And they was like, okay, you're good to go. And so I'm just like, okay, what about the parking? Because we paid for it. And so she was like, oh, well, we have people out there, and then if they're not up here, we charge them for parking. And in my mind, I'm just thinking like, well, how would you know? Because you just told me to have a good day and to go ahead, and you didn't know if I paid for parking or not. You know what I'm saying? So I was irritated about that, because I was just like, we didn't have to pay for parking basically. But went inside the zoo, and the zoo did not look like how I remembered it. It looked completely different. There was construction every single place. Every inch of that zoo had construction going on. It was a lot of exhibits closed, and I don't know if it's because of COVID, but there wasn't a lot of food places that were open. And the big cafe that's like in the center, if you guys live in Toledo, you guys know what I'm talking about. But there was like a huge cafe that was in the center, and it had all these different types of food. That place was closed, and I was looking forward to going to the cafe, because, you know, I mean, when you're walking around the zoo, you get hungry. So of course I wanted to eat there, you know, like it might have been expensive, but I wanted to eat. You know, I'm a girl that loves to eat, so I have to eat. Basically, we went to the cafe or whatever. It doesn't help that they also made the zoo cashless, so I was prepared with cash, you know. And well, was I prepared with cash? I really don't remember. I probably was, but I had money on my card too, and so did Adrian. But it was just frustrating, because it's like now the world is just trying to make everything cashless, and it's just like, why? Like, you get paid, you have to pay more now when you get charged with a credit card or a debit card, and it's like, why? You know, I don't want to pay more money. I want to pay what it's costing, you know. So anyways, they had machines that you could go and put your debit card in or a credit card in, and you could take money out. Or no, that's an ATM machine, sorry. They had those too, but they had these machines where if you had cash, you could put the cash inside the machine and it would come out as a debit card, and you could spend that money in the zoo. I don't know if you had to pay for that. I don't know if it was free. I really don't remember, but we didn't do that because we had money. So anyways, we're walking around the zoo. None of the animals are coming out. None of the animals are coming out. Like, it wasn't like it was blazing hot. Like, literally, none of the animals were coming out. So I was upset about that. We walked around that whole zoo just to not even see that many animals. A lot of animals were hiding. A lot of them were sleeping. A lot of exhibits just were empty. And I was just irritated. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just go. So Deidreon told me before my birthday, like, he asked me, like, if I have any plans for the week. Like, he always asks me every single week, like, what's my plans? When do I have to work? If there's anything different coming up. Like, he always asks me this every single week. So I told him, you know, what was going on. So whatever. So he told me that on the day of my birthday, he wanted to take me out for dinner. And I had to work the next day. And I'm just like, you know what, whatever, it's fine, you know, it's my birthday, so why not? So he told me, you know, he wanted to take me to this fancy place, and he wanted to get dressed up and all this other stuff, right? So, you know, that's not out the ordinary. Me and Adrian do have special days where we do go and dress up and stuff like that. So it wasn't, you know, out the ordinary. And so we get home. I wasn't really talking that much on the way home. I was kind of irritated. And then also, with it being my birthday, I haven't heard from any of my family members. Like, I didn't hear from my mom. I didn't hear from my dad, my sister, my brother. All I got was, like, social media happy birthdays or text messages. Like, no one called me. And usually people call me. And my grandmother, I didn't hear from her either. And, like, anybody that knows me knows that my grandmother is, like, a huge, huge part of my life. So the fact that I didn't hear from her, like, really upsetting me, and I really thought that she, like, forgot about my birthday, because I'm like, why? Like, why haven't nobody said anything to me? So now I'm, like, super pissed, because it just seems like everybody's saying stuff on social media, but nobody's really reaching out to me. So the only person that reached out to me was my best friend, Regine. And so you guys know Regine. Like, I've had her in a couple of videos, and, you know, you've seen her channel. So Regine came over I think to give me my birthday gift. Like, she was asking me like, oh, when are you gonna be home? So I told her. She came to give me my birthday gift. So I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. So she gave me my birthday gift. I was very appreciative. And, you know, we're just chilling, coming back from the zoo. And so I told her that I was struggling trying to figure out what to wear for tonight, because I'm just like, I don't know what to wear. So she started to leave, and then she came back and was like, well, let's figure out what you're gonna wear. And I'm just like, what? You know, okay, whatever. So she helps me, and she picks out like this white flowy dress, and it was a dress that I wore back in Florida earlier this year when I did the haul. If you guys saw like my haul that I got from Shein, I just basically had on excuse me, she picked out that white dress. And so I was just like, okay. And then she picked out like some wedges with it, and I was just like, yeah, okay, like I'll wear that. So after that, I took like a long, maybe 2-3 hour nap, because I was just so frustrated with everything. And then of course, when I wake up, it's raining. And so when I wake up, Deidreon is like in this black blazer with black pants. And at first he had on like red Jordans. And I'm just like, where does he think he going? And it was like a couple of minutes, like maybe 20 or 30 minutes before we were supposed to be at this restaurant, right? So Deidreon is like on the phone, and he's like rushing, and he's telling me like, we have to be on time. If we're not on time, you know, they're gonna cancel our reservation. And I'm just like, okay, like calm down. Like, I had an attitude. I'm just like, I don't even want to do anything anymore. Like, it's raining. I had a horrible day at the zoo when I've been planning for months to go to the zoo. Like, I was just irritated. I haven't heard from my family today. Like, it was irritating. So, you know, I had a little attitude. And then I did not like the outfit that Regine chose. Like, it was raining outside. No, I did not want to wear no flowy dress that had my shoulders out. And I didn't want to wear any wedges because, like, my feet, I don't think my feet was done, but I think I did them like prior to this day, or maybe that same day, I don't remember. But I didn't like my toenail polish, and I was just like, like, I really don't feel like wearing heels. And then my hair was like in two like puffs, well, not two puffs, but they were like in two little ponytails, and my hair was a lot shorter than like what it looks like right now. So I did not want to wear that dress. I felt like that dress needed some hair. Like, I felt like something needed to, you know, be down like how I had it in Florida. So I was just like, not working. So, you know, I'm being told we're going out to dinner. Deidreon switches his shoes, and I wear a blue dress. I don't know what made me choose a blue dress, but I chose a blue dress, and it was very like fitting and short, and I wore like these sandals. Guys, I don't know what I was thinking, but I ended up not even liking that outfit either. I just put something on, and so we're getting rushed. Deidreon's like, come on, like, we gotta go. And I'm just like, okay, you know, like, dang. So still having that attitude. We get inside the car, it's pouring down, raining, and Deidreon's mom keeps calling him, and like, he kept declining the calls, like back to back. And I'm just like, why he keeps declining the call? Like, he don't never decline his mom call. Like, he always answers. So I'm confused. So I'm just like, you know, something must be wrong. And so I saw her call again, and I'm like, Deidreon, answer the phone. And he's just like, okay, whatever. So he answers. And so Deidreon gets a phone call from his mother, and she's basically explaining to him how his niece/sister is stranded at a park. And somebody broke into her car and like spray painted a bad word on it. And, you know, Deidreon's like, what? Like, he beating on the ceiling, and no, like, and I'm looking at him like, well, what are you supposed to do? Like, are you supposed to be the one to go get her? Like, and at the time, Deidreon had equipment in his car. Like, he had drum equipment all in the back of his car. So there was literally no way that his niece was going to be able to fit in the car. And I'm just like, well, where is she going to go? You know, but I'm just like, you know what? It's fine. Because he was like, this is not fair. Like, it's on your birthday. This is not right. Like, why do I have to always do stuff? And da-da-da-da. Like, he was just getting upset. And I'm just like, well, calm down. Like, we can go another day. Like, it's just Wednesday. You know, we can go on the weekend. It's not really a big deal. So I'm like, we have to get her. Like, she can't be outside at a park. It's 9:30 at night. It's dark. Like, she can't be there by herself. You know what I'm saying? So we have to go get her. So we go to this park, and Deidreon's like going to across the street. Like, not really across the street, but it's like down the street. Not that far from our house. Not that far from our house. So we pull up to her behind her car, and I see her standing, and she has like this bright yellow shirt on, so it was not really hard to see her. And so she's like looking frantic, but then she smiles and runs away. And then I'm looking at the car because they like parked directly next to or behind her car, and I'm like, nothing's wrong with the car, like, what's going on? And so I look over to my right, and there's a pavilion, and so there's people standing under the pavilion with their hoods on like this. So I'm seeing the back of their hoods, and they all have like balloons, and they're red. And then, you know, I don't see nothing. There's no lights. And I'm just like, she was at a balloon release? Like, who died? You know? And I'm so confused because I'm just like, if we knew that this was gonna, you know, be a death thing, like, why didn't I know about it? You know, why is it Deidreon reacting in a certain way? And so I was just confused because I'm like, because she ran over there. And I'm just like, you know, like, what was she doing at a balloon release at 9:30 at night? You know, I don't understand, you know, who's after her, you know? So I was confused. And so literally, I'm in the middle of changing out my wallet. So I'm trying to put everything inside of a smaller or bigger wallet, and you know, I'm putting lip gloss on, and Deidreon literally looks at me and was like, it was all a part of the plan. And I'm like, what plan? Like, I was so confused. And so he gets out the car and he lets me out, and he's like, leave everything in the car. And I'm like, you want me to leave my phone, my keys, like everything? And he was like, everything, like leave everything in the car. And I'm just like, okay, fine. So I get out the car, and I first see my mom, and she has her phone, and she's like doing this. And I was like, what's my mom doing here? And then as I'm walking, I see more family members. I see my sister, I see Regine, I see my brother, I see my dad. Like, I start seeing my grandma. I'm just like, what's going on? And so Deidreon is a musician, if you guys didn't know. He is a musician, so he has musician friends, and he had one of his friends, Janice, and that girl can sing. And he had another friend named Garrett, and that man can play. And they both were singing and playing Best Part by her, and I believe Daniel Caesar. If I'm wrong, correct me. But yeah, they started playing Best Part, and she starts singing. And as soon as I turned to the middle, at the end, it said, marry me. It was like pillows and balloons and flowers. There were like, you know, balloons everywhere. People were holding balloons, and it was a candle at the end with my name on it that said Jazz. And I was just outdone. I was like, no way this is happening to me. Like, no freaking way. I'm like, all of y'all did not say anything to me all day. And literally, you know, y'all create a whole scene just to get me here. My heart rate's up, you know, I'm confused, you know, I'm scared, whatever, just a whole bunch of emotions all combined. And then literally it's like, you know, and Deidreon looked at me and was like, you still mad at me? And I was just like, you're irritating. But yeah, I was crying, but I had my face covered the whole entire time because I refuse to be somebody's meme on their phone, okay? I look at all the proposal videos and I see how they be boo-hooing, and I just wasn't about to be that one, okay? So I had my face covered, and I had it covered good. So, and I was trying my hardest not to boo-hoo. I was trying my hardest because I was just like, hold it, you know? And everybody had their phones. It was people crying too, you know? It was crazy. Like, Deidreon and my family really worked together and got this all done within a 2-day notice. Apparently he was supposed to propose to me months earlier, but it just didn't happen. And he ended up doing it on my birthday. Never have I ever thought that he would ever choose my birthday to do it on. We didn't have multiple conversations about it before, and never did I ever think that it would happen on my birthday. But I was outdone. I was so stunned that I forgot to kiss the man. Like, in the video, one of his friends like, you better kiss that man. Like, guys, it was a wow roller coaster, okay? But yeah, the whole time I'm just like, you guys knew and didn't tell me. It was beautiful though. Everything came out nice. Like, I thought he was gonna cry, but he didn't cry. He was excited. But yeah, it was crazy. It was a crazy day. That is a day that I would never forget, and I'm pretty sure that's why he did it on my birthday, because it's something that I'll never forget. And I appreciate to everybody that came out and supported us and literally came. Like, it was a nice little crowd, I'm not gonna lie. Like, he did real good on that one. You know, it's like, you don't never really think how you're going to react to your own proposal. Like, you see proposal on YouTube all the time, or Instagram, or Facebook, anywhere, Twitter, and you be like, oh, this other stuff, and then you have this in your mind, like, I'm gonna be like this, and then when it really happens to you, all of that goes out the window. You don't act like that. You don't, some people boo-hoo, or some people just be like stunned and, surprised me. Oh my gosh, stuff like that. And I really did not expect Adrian to propose. I just didn't, because, we were already 4 years in, well, 3.5, and we were about to be 4 years in. But, I at first was trying to rush the whole proposal thing in the beginning stages of us dating. And then I realized, like, that's nothing that I can control, because we both have to be ready for that. Like, that can't just be something that I'm rushing. And I wasn't ready for that either. And, I'm glad that now, like, we both evolved, and we're still growing, we're still learning. And I feel like that this marriage thing is going to be good. I feel like it's going to be good because, God ordained us to be together. God made a way for us to be together. Like, this, Dejian is not a person that I just met out the blue and just dated. Like, we've known each other since we were 8 years old. Now that we're actually, like, together as adults, it's different, and it's a good different, and it feels good because it's like, we know each other, and now we get to know each other even more. So that is how Dejian proposed to me, and that is how we are engaged today. And, I'm excited about it. I really wanted to, do this video the night that it happened, but I had to go to work the next day, and that's the crazy part. I went to work the next day. It was crazy. It was crazy, and everybody was like, you just got engaged. Like, why are you here? Like, you should be at home, like, enjoying being a fiance. Like, what are you doing? But it was very, memorable. And so now every time it rains, I don't really have that attitude of, ugh. Like, I have a peaceful attitude about it, because, it rained on my proposal, and it was beautiful because it was light rain. Like, it wasn't like storming outside. Like, it was light rain, and it was just beautiful how everything worked out. And we were under a pavilion. It was lit up, so all the rain is just falling down on the side. It was really beautiful. But you guys will see in the video later on. But yeah, that is how we got engaged, and I'm super excited to tell you guys that. And now I can actually start posting videos, because I do have content to where I was recording, the wedding planning process. So I am excited to share that, side with you all, because, we're still planning, even though it's September, about to be October, and this happened in July. It don't really feel like it's been 2 months, but it's been 2 months, and I have to keep reminding myself that. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you guys continue to follow my journey. And let me know some things. If you guys are a 2024 bride, because that's what I am. I'm a 2024 bride, or a 2025 bride. Like, let me know, like, some things. Or if you've already been married, like, let me know, or share some details with me on, how you did certain things, just so I know, like, what to do, or how to do it, or what not to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm new at this, and, I'm pretty sure anybody that's getting proposed to or getting married for the first time is new, and I just want to not make as many mistakes. So, and I want to save as much money as I can. So, yeah, with that being said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the famfo, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye and peace.
Yes.